This is a good example of wishing I had the bike available like quicker, easier access to the bike. Whew. So right now I'm scouting out the spot to camp. And I'm having to hike up this steep road. I just was running a little bit because I left the dogs down in the truck. It's so cool up here. So I'm trying to do this quickly because we've been driving for a couple hours. And so the dogs, they want to get out. But this spot up here, I know this spot. It's a perfect spot to turn around, but if there's somebody camped there, they could be camped in such a way that I wouldn't be able to turn around. I really don't think there's anybody camped up there, but I don't want to get stuck and then feel like, oh, I have to keep driving and hope there's another spot to turn around. Oh, the sun's coming out. But the bike is the perfect tool for this situation. But it's in the bed of the truck. The front wheel is off. I can't get it out without detaching the trailer. So right now, if I want to use the bike as a scouting tool, basically what I have to do is set up camp somewhere, detach the trailer from the truck, and then I can go scout. So for example, I might pull into a new area to set up camp, thinking like, oh, I hope I can get deeper into the woods or the desert, wherever I am in like new territory. And then like the next day, I can pull the bike out, put the tire back on, and then go bike around looking for campsites that I can access, that are available, check for cell reception, that kind of stuff. And then, on the second or third day that I'm camped in this spot that was, apparently easy to access, then I can drive further, having scouted it out. Okay, nobody's here. All right. Now this spot you've seen in some of my recent videos. It's just kind of a quickie, easy spot to get to, but it's pretty deep into the woods. But the road is really pretty nice. I do have to be in 4x4, especially right now because I have a full load of gear and water. I got tons of water. Oh. It's so nice to be back in the woods. We can get to the dogs and then I'll set up camp. The creek is right down there. So you can just kind of hear it in the distance. Oh man, I love it here. I love it. It's just like you can see so far out, you know, it is through the trees. But you know, the next mountain is like way out there. And so it's foggy in between there. I love that. The air is like so fresh out here. But the trees, I just love the trees. It's so peaceful. And this time of year, there should be pretty much nobody else out here. This particular road is not used very much, even though it's like in really nice condition. It doesn't get used that much. So I'm gonna be camped like right on the road. But it's not gonna be noisy. It won't really be dusty because it's rained here recently. So the ground is moist. All right, stick with us and you'll see where we end up. You see those guys? You think they're waiting for something? I just finished leveling the trailer. I'll show you how I did that real quick. But these guys deserve a high value treat. I gotta say, I got something to say about this brand. There's another one, and I'll just tell you right now, you know, I've been eating them, and they're freaking delicious. These are jerky tenders, free-range chicken recipe. From Lisa Moncada sent us these. So Lisa, thank you so much. These are kind of expensive. So Lisa, let's give these to the dogs. This Dodger. Echo no. Echo no. Yes. I'll show you the secret treat drawer cupboard. These are all from you guys. You guys sent us all these treats and these greenies. I'm going to show you right now. Kenneth sent us this bed. So these treats are from Sneal. S-N-E-I-L. Sneal. Thank you so much, because I got to say, these are my new favorite treat. I put these back on my wish list. These are expensive. So check them out on our wish list and buy them for your own dogs. I'll put a link to these down in the description below, because I got to say, chicken apple sausage recipe. The dogs do love them, but let me show you what they look like. And you know, yeah, I mean, I get desperate out here for good food. I don't eat meat. Like, I do eat fish, but I don't eat chicken or beef or anything like that. But these treats, they smelled so good. You can see, I mean, Dodger, he really digs them. I think these are like 20 bucks a bag. So Sneal, thank you so much. I want to show you what these look like, and then I'm going to do the taste test. Okay, so you got these little sausage bites with little pieces of apple in them. I mean, they look like Pepperidge Farm kind of thing, and they're so good. These are so freaking good. Like, I can't stop eating them. Every time I give the dogs one, I always eat one. They're so good. I know you guys think I'm a crazy nomad, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, get them. Just see what I'm talking about. I'm not kidding. It says right on them too, actually. Human grade. It says right there, human grade dog treats. See that? So I'm not that crazy. Dodger never gets on this bed. Echo's the only one that uses it, but he's up here because the treats are up here. I've never seen him do that, like get all the way on the bed. So now these ones, it says human grade. These ones they're not as good, but they still are pretty tasty. They're kind of mapley, like maple chicken jerky. Okay, Echo, wait. Echo, wait. Look at me. Echo, look at me. Echo, look at me. Yes, Echo. Jeez. I want you to see what they look like. I know you're not getting a chance to really see them, but... So we got set up in our spot. That's why I'm giving the dogs their treats right now. But I'm going to do the taste test for you right now. It's it's really good. They could totally sell these in the 7-Eleven. They're a little bit more kind of earthy tasting, but also really sweet, like maple syrup. And the texture on these things is great. Those sausage ones in the green package, they're so good. Echo. Jeez. So you guys get these. I'll put a link down in the description below. If you click on that link, even if you don't buy them, if you just check them out on Amazon, then that helps out the channel. So we appreciate your guys' support. You know, don't unsubscribe because you think I'm crazy. It says human grade right there. I'm just testing to make sure they're human grade. That's all I'm doing. I'm not surviving off of these. Not yet. I know you guys have seen how I level the trailer before, but I want to just show you. Sometimes we have to do things a little bit differently each time depending on the location. So I put the chocks down because we are on a slope. And that's the main consideration here in this case is I'm sloped, and that's basically a cliff and it goes down into a creek. Like, definitely don't want the truck to roll down there. So I put 4 chocks out, and I even did something extra. So over here, I had to put down 2 boards, and that's basically the maximum height I can raise one side of the trailer if I ever need to level it out. 2 board heights. And so that gets me about 3, maybe 3.5 inches up off the ground if I need to. In this case, it's slanted, so I had to use both sets of my boards. And what I use is I have like this one long board that goes down there, and then I have these 2 shorter boards. So if I ever need to just prop up one wheel or something like that, then I have these shorter boards I can use to do one wheel at a time. And one thing I do want to do, I'll probably do a video of this at some point, is I want to cut these so they're a little bit slanted here, put a little chamfer in there. That way the trailer tires will come up even easier, because sometimes it'll shove. He thinks I have a treat. He's so hungry right now. Sometimes when I pull the trailer up on these boards, the tires will just push the boards along depending on what sort of terrain we're on. So having a little chamfer on those edges would be nice. And then I put down another chalk right there. And you can see I got the post down because the trailer was tilted downwards like this. And so when you get inside, it's really uncomfortable. Putting that down with the trailer hooked up, I can only raise it maybe an extra 2 inches or something like that. So if I need more height at the tongue without having to unhitch it, which in this case, I didn't want to unhitch it because I feel like I'm probably going to move sites in a couple days. I put the rear tires of the truck up on blocks as well to give myself a little bit more height. And I did the same on the other side. And then I also chalk it off just for extra safety. And since we're on this downslope here, kind of coming down to this cliff, I turned my tires, the opposite way of the slope. And then I also I found like a big brick And I stuck that in front of the tire. I don't take that with me. I just pulled it out of the campfire. So I put that in front of the tires just so I have, you know, most of the wheels now are chalked and blocked. So we can't roll anywhere, you know, in the middle of the night or whatever. I know it's just kind of standard stuff like leveling and chalking your wheels. But when I was new to this, I didn't really understand the importance of all that. I definitely didn't understand the importance of leveling your rig. When you're in there, it's so uncomfortable if it's just tilted at all in any direction. You know, I can sort of tolerate a little bit, little tiny, little bit of a slant or a little bit of a forward or backward tilt, but it's got to be pretty level. And especially when you're sleeping, if you're going to sleep in that thing, you want it to be as dead level as you can get it. And it does take a little bit of work, you know, pulling forward, backing up, putting the blocks down in the right spot. But the more you do it, and, you know, obviously living this way, I do that all the time. So I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I can do it pretty quickly. I like to keep my gear pretty simple. You know, I don't have the fancy roller things. Where to end this video? Well, here's some weird thing. I have no idea what this thing is for. Someone put in this campsite. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up button. Let us know you're watching. We'd like to know you're watching. And don't forget to make sure you're subscribed. Turn on the notifications by hitting the bell. If you turn on the notifications, then you get notified when we do the live streams. I'm going to be doing a live stream from this campsite pretty soon. And then the next video you see of us here on YouTube, we should be at a different location, a different campsite.